Hey, this is SJ Talks and Life coming back at you. I'm going to play this video, and after I play this video, I'm going to come back with my commentary.
I'm going to break my own rule, and I may occasionally, a little curse word might slip out, but it is so embarrassing how bad this city is at domestic violence.
Outraged tonight by both the community and government over the fire that killed 3 young siblings.
We are covering breaking developments just hours after her confirmation as NOPD superintendent. Ann Kirkpatrick calls for an investigation because officers did not arrive to the scene until roughly 26 minutes after the children's mother called 911. Meanwhile, the father of the young victims, who were 3, 5, and 8 years old, now faces upgraded charges of 3 counts of first-degree murder. Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Meg Gatto. The NOPD takes criticism after the Orleans Parish Communications District says no officers were available to respond to the initial 911 call about the house fire that killed 3 children.
Andres Fuentes has the latest from the 911 center and reaction from city council members.
At 11:54 Tuesday evening, the mother of the 3 children called 911 asking for immediate help while she was on her way home.
Look at this piece of...
He's going crazy. His name is Joseph. Can you please hurry up?
She told the call taker the father of her children
Look
threatened
at
to
this piece
burn
of
the
trash
house down
walking out the
with all of
house.
her kids inside.
He's screaming on the phone. I heard the kids screaming. He's screaming on the phone. You have to just break through the door before anything happens, please.
According to OPCD Interim Executive Director Carl Fasold, the call taker immediately wrote up a report for a police response, but there were no NOPD units available.
The first incident was created in CAD, an NOPD incident for domestic disturbance code 2. So that's a lights and siren call, as you guys know.
Fasold says that's the highest type of call, which warrants immediate response from an available NOPD unit.
There were no units in a clear status that she could simply dispatch someone to the call. In an ideal world, we would have enough field units to be able to assign someone and send them to that call immediately. You guys are well aware we don't live in an
It's because they were black.
8 minutes past midnight, a neighbor who saw the house burning called 911.
The fire department on around here. ASAP. The house is burning up, and I don't know if our children in there. Hurry up, ma'am. Hurry up.
6 minutes
my
after
God.
the neighbor called, the fire department arrived on the scene. Call logs show EMS arrived around 15 minutes after firefighters, and then around 26 minutes after the first call from the children's mother, police finally showed up.
NOFD tells me that they were dispatched, and they arrived very quickly. They got there within 5 minutes. They got there at 12:14 a.m. And it isn't until they get there that then NOPD gets dispatched, and they too get there within only just 5 minutes. So my question is, why at 11:55 wasn't fire and NOPD dispatched? Because you know what? If they got there within 5 minutes, they would have been there around 12:01, just a few minutes after that father had left. Maybe the circumstances would have been different.
There were no units available, therefore no one could be assigned to go to
This
it.
breaks your heart.
Now, if there had been a unit available that was the other side of the 7th District, who knows?
Poor babies.
Yeah, that's all pure speculation. But our policy is if there's a unit free for a code 2 call, they get assigned it.
While the OPCD looks into whether they did all that they could correctly in this case, NOPD Interim Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick says the police department will do the same.
I have formally opened a PIB investigation so that we can look at everything associated with NOPD's side of this concern. And because of that, I will not be able to take really any questions regarding that, because once an investigation is open, we do not want in any way to taint anything associated with an investigation. But I did want the community to know that we are going to look at everything associated with NOPD's role and response.
Thursday morning, Kirkpatrick spoke in front of the city council right after a domestic violence awareness presentation, where officials call on more action and resources for victims.
People are being killed. Women, children are losing their lives. And let me just be very clear that people who are perpetrating this type of violence in their homes are also doing it in our streets. So if we took domestic violence maybe a little bit more seriously, maybe we'd have a safer city.
Thank you.
And the Orleans Parish Communication District says that the call takers and dispatchers
It's because they're
involved
black.
with taking this specific call have been offered trauma counseling while they cope with the tragedy
Black women and
that
children.
they responded to. Back to you guys on the desk.
They don't
All
care.
right, Andres, thank you. The tribute for the 3 young siblings continues. Chris Welty spoke to loved ones and neighbors.
He joins us live on America Street.
Lee, Meg, yeah, this tribute has grown all day. People have been trickling in, and within the last half hour, we have seen a lot more families coming here to add to the memorial. A lot of school-age children placing balloons and stuffed animals here. And just to give you an idea of how this situation has really impacted the whole community, even the NOPD officer that works this area has stopped here, and he was walking around the house just taking a look, just trying to process exactly what happened here, trying to make some type of sense of it. But this situation has just rocked the community.
Toys, bikes, and a stroller are scattered around his home on America Street. All signs of the vibrant life the 3 kids lived.
It's heartbreaking.
I couldn't sleep that night, when I heard about it, I was like, man, how could someone do this,
A similar sentiment shared by the neighborhood and across the region.
Father God, I'm so upset right now, and just be with her and give her what he knows she needs, because this is going to be really hard for her to do.
How do you process
and
that?
If I could just find her right now, I would love to give her a hug. I probably
She need more than a hug.
Because this is hurting for her. I promise y'all, it's hurting for her.
Jeanette Barnes is from Marrero. She visited the memorial Wednesday night and again Thursday morning.
How do you process
There's not
that?
enough tears in the world for her.
In a matter of minutes, multiple lives were changed forever as this house went up in
Look at this
flames.
piece of trash.
Many neighbors reliving the horrific event.
And y'all don't know what we had to live through that night. With these poor kids.
Oh my God.
The community is grief-stricken, and many question why 29-year-old Joseph Washington would kill his kids.
I'm gonna do this to his kids. You are a devil. You are a devil.
Many of the neighbors on this block helped build each other's homes through Habitat for Humanity.
Oh.
Often, they also celebrated life events. One man's youngest shares a birthday with a 3-year-old.
I saw him when he was in the stomach, being born. I'm missing him. I saw him every day. We had a game. I used to ask him, give me $1, and he would tell me I'm gonna ask my mom. And now I ain't gonna be able to say that to them.
Oh my God.
Neighbors remember the 3 kids as joyous, each with their own unique personality.
They just deserve to be remembered. Don't let this become another tragic story. Remember what happened to these kids, man. That's horrible.
Families tell us that the mother of the kids is currently hospitalized, overcome with emotion. A visual and a balloon release is scheduled for Friday evening at the park just down the road from here. Reporting live from New Orleans East.
Okay, I'm back. This is heartbreaking. Just bear with me here. This is heartbreaking. I had to talk about this, guys. I had to. I was scrolling, across my this popped up in my timeline, my recommendations, is scrolling past, and I stumbled across this news clip from a couple of days ago. This happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. This piece of trash, Kang, I'm gonna call him a Kang, and I don't care who gets mad at me. 3 children are gone. I do not give. You know, guys know I don't cuss. I don't give. I don't care. I'm trying not to use any foul language because I do not care whatsoever who feels some type of way. I don't care. But this piece of trash came. Because that's what he is. I could say another word, but I don't like using that word. This piece of trash came With you guys seen the clip where you seen it in the beginning where he was running out of the house. He burned down the house with 3 kids, 3 babies in it. I just can't wrap my mind around this. That piece of trash is demonic. He's a demon. That's what he is. That's what I call him. He's a demon. He is a demon. You have to be lower than Satan to go in and burn down a house with 3 of your babies in it. There ain't that much anger in the world. There is not that much anger in the world. I don't care how mad you is at the mama. There is not that much anger in the world that would make you want to take 3 innocent babies out of this world. I'm sorry. It ain't that much anger in the world. I don't care how mad you was at the mama. It ain't that much anger in the world. And I hope that they lock this piece of trash up and they never let him out. I hope that they never let him out. I hope he never sees the light of day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, you know, these are 3 babies. These are 3 babies. Do you know that that is a horrific way to die? That is a horrific way to die in a fire. It is a horrific way to die. They managed to pull the babies out. I don't know if they got a chance to get the 3-year-old out. But they pulled 2 of them out and they tried to resuscitate them and they didn't make it. Who does that? And you see this man, this trash, running out of the house. This animal running out of the house. Who does that? Who does that? And then it took them a little sweet time getting there. If they had gotten there sooner, maybe these babies would still be alive. And these poor babies could not open the door. They tried to open the door and they couldn't open the door. It's because they're black. They're black children. They black children and they did not care. You see what they said. You see what they said. You see what the people said about domestic violence in that city. This is all over the country. This is in black communities all over the country. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about they need to get that crime bill passed for black women and children. This is becoming a serious epidemic. We're losing too many of our children. We're losing too many of our sisters out here. It's a nationwide epidemic. This hatred, this demonic, and that's what it is demonic. This demonic hatred that a lot of these black men have towards black women. And if it's not you, stay out of it. Ain't nobody talking to you. I'm talking about these black men, these demons that have hatred in their heart towards black women. That's what I'm talking about. That's unaliving black women and children every 5 hours. These demons out here. Something needs to be done. You heard what they said. The domestic violence in that city is on 10. You heard what the woman said. And this is happening all over the country. Where black women and now black children are being unalived at alarming rates. When is something going to be done about it? Black women and children deserve protection. And if she owned this house, she was a taxpayer. They said they built the houses by Habitat for Humanity, which means she owned the home. So she paid her property tax. And if she paid her property tax, she deserved to have that response. That response should have been on point. Because this is what they're paying their taxes for. There ain't no way in the world they should have taken that long to get there. This is what we pay our taxes for. Now, I know New Orleans is a big city. But that don't make no sense. They're supposed to have police. With a big city of that size, it's supposed to be a police precinct in every neighborhood. This should be a precinct. I might not be saying that. A police precinct of a city of that size in every neighborhood. So, in the fire department, why in the world did it take them that long to get there? Why did it take the fire and the police department so long to get there? Those children's lives could have been saved. My question is, how is this mother going to process this? They said she in the hospital. How's she going to process this? 3 of her babies are gone. I'm a mother myself. I can't even begin to wrap my mind around it. I can't begin to wrap my mind. Any of you that are mothers out there that got children, doesn't matter the age, you cannot even wrap your mind around it or even imagine this, losing all your children at the same time like this. And them losing their life at the hands of somebody that's supposed to be protecting them. This man is supposed to be protecting them. He's the father. He's supposed to be protecting them. By the very person, unalived by the very person that's supposed to be protecting them. He wasn't just some pookie on the street. But this is somebody that was supposed to love them, be loving on them, these babies, and protecting them. Oh my God. This is heartbreaking, guys. I had to cover this. I was gonna do another video today. I had to cover this. I had to cover this. I just can't believe it. It's hard to wrap your mind around it. And the neighbors are distraught. They said they're pretty close-knit in that community. The neighbors are distraught. I mean, how is the mother going to process this? My heart and prayers and condolences, deep prayers and condolences go out to these babies' mother. I can't even begin to imagine the pain that she must be feeling right now. It goes beyond pain. It goes beyond pain. How as a mother, how would you even process that? Knowing that all your babies was taken out at the same time by the very person that's supposed to love them and protect them. This is what I'm talking about. We need that anti-hate crime bill for black women and children. We need this. We need it bad, guys. I don't care what nobody say. We need it bad. This is crazy. So many cases, you can't even hardly keep up with them all. But like I said, I've seen this. I said, I got to talk about this. I've seen this. I was scrolling across my thing here. And it popped right back. It popped right up in my recommendations. I said, oh, no, I I was scared to click on it. I really was. I said, I got to cover this. I got to talk about this. That piece of trash took his babies out. There ain't that much anger in the world. He's a demon. I don't want to hear about no mental. He is a straight up demon. Plain and simple. He's a straight up demon. I don't want to hear no excuses being made for him. Because some of these black women haters out here will make 50 million excuses for this man. There's not that much that woman, I don't care how mad you is at the mama, there is absolutely zero excuse for this. There was absolutely no reason for you to take out these babies. There was no reason for that. I don't care how mad you is at the mama. I don't care. There is no excuse or reason in the world of why you would do something like this. It's other than beside the fact that you are a freaking demon. This man is a demon. And they need to lock him up and never let him out. But he's got 3 counts of homicide on him. Plus arson. This man better not never see the light of day. He better not never see the light of day. And I don't care what nobody has to say. This piece of trash demon needs to be locked up for the rest of his entire life. I'm so over this. I'm so over hearing about these stories. I'm over it. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you come in my comment section with hateful comments towards black women, I'm deleting your comment. I don't play that. I'll see you guys in the next video.